Welcome back, guys. Let's quickly go through a topic, row distribution. So first, we try to simplify and what is the row distribution? Just if you look at this diagram, you can see the, for example, let's say there's an enterprise that has a huge network. One part of the network are using OSPF protocol for their routing protocol, and another part of the network they are using RAID protocol. So, but generally speaking, a enterprise wants to have a interconnect access or inter network access. That means that the the whole network should be interconnected. So for the purpose, so we have to have a router B like this that join the OSPF protocol and also join the RAID protocol. So we call this router B like node is a distribution node or distribution point. Sometimes we just specifically for this diagram, which is router B just learned some of the OSPF route like this, but they have to redistribute this route into the RIP. In contrast, router B already learned a RIP route, which is these two, and redistribute these two into the OSPF domain. So that means we perform a neutral redistribution from this point at this point. Sometimes for redundancy, enterprise just insert another distribution point or more than two distribution point and hook them into the network and connect with two protocols like this. So think about this situation. So OSPF learned router goes through the router B and to router BB. Router BB just advertise this subnets or routes to this guy in turn to this guy, and this guy is the second redistribution point, and this guy just redistribute this route learned from this guy and back to OSPF domain. You can see that the whole route goes a circle. So you can see that those kind of redistribution lead to a route loop or suboptimal routes. So be careful when you're using multiple neutral distribution point. Just have to have some of the optimization for this kind of scenario. When we talk about redistribution, we have mentioned one thing. If you remember that every dynamic routing protocol had its own metric formula, a calculation formula. For example, ERGRP has a metric calculation based on a lot of factors: bandwidth, delay, or reliability, MTR, or also workload. So for OSPF, OSPF has its own unique metric calculation formula and RIP as well. So every protocol has its own metric calculation method. So, but if you redistribute those protocol, you have to manually give the initial metric. So here is just give the distribution routes from OSPF a initial metric. Likewise for RIP, they also give a initial metric. For this example, there's two. This is a 3 from different protocols. 2 as an initial metric for eRGRP learned routes. So just be careful to manually give metrics. Let's talk about redistribution on NSX, because some guys are familiar with a bit more NSS. So where is the redistribution point within NSS system? So only T0 is a row distribution point. So for what routes are redistributed on tier 0? Or T0 router. So those, you can see the source. So those types of routing protocol or those type of routes will be redistributed into BGP or OSPF, which are your destination protocol. So when it comes to distribution, you have to identify or specify your source protocol, and you have to specify your destination protocol. That means that you distribute from something to some other place.